I have officially completed 20 days of improving my self-image, and that is nearly 3 weeks of consistent improvement of the way that I actually see myself and how my beliefs, my mindset, and my thoughts and all of that has been changing throughout the days. I have a lot of progress to share with you all, and yesterday was quite an interesting day. But in this video, I would like to focus more on my reality and how I believe it's starting to shift. I believe the universe is starting to tell me that it's starting to shift because all the other things that I'm familiar with, such as just like going to school and doing other things in general that myself, who's already achieved the goal of becoming a successful YouTuber, making $2,000 in the month of December this year in ad revenue from this YouTube channel, he isn't at school, and when I'm still at school right now, I'm starting to see it as something that's not a part of me anymore. Like, it's starting to fade away into something unimportant, like something that I shouldn't really be around, you know? And don't get me wrong, I enjoyed school. It's really great for the social life, and I've got a lot of people that look up to me, and that's a really good thing, and it's a really good thing to look forward to and help people as much as possible in school. Help them, just make sure that they have an awesome day, because I know school can be really challenging, and I know a lot of people have messed up mental health because of homework and tests and exams they all have to do. I really like helping those types of people, and I really like trying to support as many people as I can at school. And I really love getting along with all the types of people at school, and that's really fulfilling for me. And I've always been that social butterfly who's went out even to the weird types of people at school who no one really talks to. And then when I speak to them, I can actually have really awesome conversations and really get to know them and really see their perspective on the world, what their beliefs are, what's their personality like, and things like that. It's really awesome to learn about that, about other people. And I always appreciate when other people look out for me as I get back in return for it. Because I look out for other people, support them as much as possible, get along with them, make sure that they have an awesome day, because I know school can be dreadful for the large majority of people. And I try to help support them as much as possible, especially when times get tough. Now, my reality is changing. I'm starting to see school as, well, I'm starting to feel like when I'm at school, I'm just the shell of the man of who I'm supposed to be. And it's starting to feel like I'm getting an empty feeling. Like this week, I was like quite excited because I had new classes, right? And it is cool, but it wasn't as exciting as it usually was. I am not too satisfied, to say with the least. Like, there's nothing wrong with them. It's just that school doesn't really satisfy me anymore. Like, it doesn't feel like it's a part of who I am. And now whenever I get home from school, I always get into the workflow, snap straight into it, and get back into it. And yesterday, that actually didn't really happen. On day 20 of actually improving my self-image, that wasn't actually happen because I was quite distracted about what had actually happened throughout the day, what I was going to do when I get home. And when I actually got home, I was trying to keep myself warm because of the large amount of rain and stuff, and like the wind, and I was quite cold from all that. It wasn't exactly the warmest inside, so we had to heat up the house, cook dinner and all sorts of stuff until my parents get home. That was really awesome. That was probably the highlight of my day because we were all super productive and I cleaned up quite a lot. So it made the house look a lot better, 10 times better in my opinion, especially in the parts where we think it's gross. yeah, it's just yesterday in the afternoon didn't feel quite good after. And after all, I wasn't really focused on my goal. I was quite distracted a lot yesterday. And I realised that a bit too late. So, like, towards the end of the school day, I started to actually realise, oh, wow, I got distracted by all these just random events at school. Not that I was really attached. Well, I probably would have been attached. If I was distracted, then I might have been attached to them. But yeah, a lot. I just need to. I don't want to ramble on too much. So all I got to take into consideration is don't get too distracted, especially at school, especially when I work on weekends, and especially when I do family events. Always have my main objective in mind, which is performing my goal ritual as much as possible. Now, I have actually done quite a good job with that yesterday. I've done it 5 times. I'd say I was quite obsessed, especially in the afternoon, but my morning was empty. I've only done it once, and that was the first thing in the morning before I even recorded my video. So I've got to work on improving that now. With all that being said, yesterday was pretty good, especially in the afternoon, especially in the evening. I just need to actually apply the advice that I learnt from studying. Got to direct my attention a lot more to focus on my goal, cut out all the distractions, and when I do, I will see myself mentally snap back into it and get back into the flow state of work. And that is the most fulfilling. Every time I get into the flow state, I am the most fulfilled with work I do. I'll see you all in the next video. My reality has actually begun to change. I'm quite convinced about that now. I'm actually really, really convinced that I'm becoming, well, if not becoming, I'm already that type of person who's made $2,000 in the month of December this year from this YouTube channel in ad revenue. I'm really looking forward to it, but right now, when you're watching this video, you might think that my spirit might be lacking, my attention might be lost a few times. You've seen my eyes dart off the screen a few times, the camera, sorry. It's just not the best, but certainly not the worst. I hope you understand that even though I'm quite deep into my self-image improvement challenge, I've had my ups and downs. This might be one of my downs, but I don't see it that way. I'm the type of person who embraces failure and who uses it to my advantage to spring back to achieve success faster than if I hadn't failed in the first place. So if I make a mistake, I believe that I'm a lot closer towards achieving my goal if I spring back from that mistake faster than if I didn't make that mistake in the first place. I want to make more mistakes more often, not the same mistakes repeatedly, but make new, different mistakes just so that I can be brought further and further towards the end goal. But I've already achieved the end goal in my mind. I can already see that I've become the type of person, and I've already seen that I've already achieved this goal. It's really fulfilling. I love this journey. This journey has changed the rest of my life, and I highly recommend that you just even try to visualize success for 1 week straight. Visualize yourself becoming successful, feeling the celebration in your heart, other people congratulating you, you celebrating and rewarding yourself a lot more, and you feeling proud and grateful. That is the best feeling, in my opinion. Catch you all later.